What I'd like to talk to you about briefly is designing and implementing brand architecture strategies. I'm going to provide an overview in this video of what brand architecture is, show you an example of a company's brand architecture, and then describe some of the positives that can be attained by effectively employing a brand architecture strategy. Before we go further, let me provide you with a definition and conceptualization of brand architecture. This should help you better understand why brand architecture is important. Brand architecture is the structure of brands within an organizational entity. It's the way in which the brands within a company's portfolio are related to and differentiated from one another. Avery explains that brand architecture clearly maps the hierarchical network structure of a portfolio that guides the execution of the brand strategy in the marketplace. It can help address how visibly the company brand should be utilized, the number and type of brands, and also the presence or lack of linkages among the brands that stimulate or inhibit meaning spillover and mitigate or exacerbate risk. What's being said here is that brand architecture plays an important role both in directing the thoughts and actions of internal employees, but also individuals outside of the firm, particularly consumers. So what it is that they should be thinking about a particular brand. Here's an example of General Motors brand architecture. You can see that there's the Chevrolet brand, the Buick brand, the Cadillac brand, and then the GMC brand, all underneath the corporate GM brand. By having 4 different brands, what GM is able to do is uniquely position particular brands in the marketplace, and it helps allow them to have unique differentiated images and associations within consumers' minds. As an example, consider Cadillac. If GM were not to have a branded architecture, it would become more difficult for GM to maintain a unique distinctive positioning for some of its brands and also models within the marketplace. It also might risk negative associations transferring from some models, perhaps due to recalls, to other models that are now being produced by a different brand. Brand architecture is important and can help organizations increase value and growth for a number of reasons. It offers clarity because it can help branders determine how it is that they should be marketing particular brands, who it is that those brands should be appealed to, and also to consumers, it helps them synthesize what it is that they should be thinking about with regard to a particular brand. So what the image they should attribute to a particular brand. It also allows employees to dedicate resources to make their efforts more efficiently because it can guide their thinking. And in growth, it helps managers determine what types of products to introduce, what types of services to introduce, how it is that they should introduce those products or services. So should they associate them with a brand that the company has already put out, or should they go out and launch the new product or service as a new brand?